How you guys doing? Welcome to a new video. This is your boy, and in this new video we are going to keep talking about EIGRP, IPv6, but in this video we are also going to configure both IPv4 and IPv6 for EIGRP, which is going to be kind of fun and also kind of long video. Okay, and like I always say, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me at CCNA Daily Tips. If you don't have a Twitter account, make a Twitter account and then follow me. And of course on YouTube, if you like my YouTube my YouTube videos, I only have 48 subscribers and I have over 100 videos already. Okay, so go ahead and follow me on YouTube. I appreciate the love. Leave me a comment. I always reply to other comments. Until I start getting 1,000 comments per day, then it will be hard to reply to all of them. But in the meantime, if we have any questions, you can always leave a comment below and I will reply to you within 24 hours. And let's start. And yeah, as you can see right here, we are using GNS3 now. Just because I want to do CCNP and I want to get better with GNS3 since I'm going to start using it a lot more. So let me go over here and let's move this stuff. And guys, like I always said before, the stuff that I'm going to be configuring here today, you can use it. You can configure using a packet tracer without any issues. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start with this configuration. First, let's go ahead to this text right here, copy this. Let's go ahead and start this PC2 over here. And then let's go ahead to the console. And on the console, you have to do IP. Paste that IP address. And then you have to give it the IPv6 address of the default gateway, which is going to be 1. Okay, so that's great. Now we can go ahead and plug it in to, and as you can see over here, I was trying to add a switch and I could not add it, so I'm still working on that. It is a bit frustrating that I cannot simulate or emulate a switch on GNS unless I buy Virl, which I'm probably gonna end up buying it, so I can create a lot more videos on that too. If you guys are interested on that, leave me a comment below and make me buy it. So I already started this router 3 over here. Okay, my topology a little bit funky right here, but it will work, I promise you. Now let's go to router 1 and let's configure that IPv6. I already started this router. Let's go ahead and start this router 2 because it takes a minute for them to start. So let's go ahead and start them all now. There we go. And let's go ahead to router 3. Like I said already, let's go to router 3. And yeah, I was messing around a little bit, so config T. Let's go ahead and do IPv6 first. Unicast routing. Like always, you have to do that first. And then let's go ahead to interface 5.0/0, which is the one connected to the computer. Oops, didn't mean to hit duplicate. Let's go ahead and delete this. I believe I copied already, but the one that I copied was for PC2. So if you do over here IPv6 address, paste that here, and then just change number 1. Right, not shut down. And let's give it a minute for it to come back up. And there it is. Now it is back up. Great. Then after that, let's do ping. Let's see if we are able to ping PC2. There we go. We're able to ping that computer that we configured already. So this is working correctly the way I wanted it. Now let's go ahead to go ahead to router 1. Oops, I don't know what I did. Let's go to router 1 console and let's go ahead to config T interface fast Ethernet 0/1. And before that, remember guys to always do the IPv6 unicast routing, else it won't work. Interface fast Ethernet 0/1. Let's go ahead and Control C to that, copy it, go back to router 1, IPv6 address, and over here we are going to have yep, 1 is the correct one. Now shut down. Let's go to router 3 now, and in router 3 we have to go to interface fast Ethernet 1, and the IP address for that is going to be right here, 8.2. Now shut down. Give it a minute for it to come up. Okay, now let's go ahead and see if we are able to ping 8.1, which is router 1. We are able to ping it. Great. So we have connectivity over here. And now what we can start doing also, or let's just finish IPv6 and then we're going to configure IPv4. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, or that sounds a little bit better. Now let's go ahead to router 1 again, and in router 1 what we need to do is let's go to interface fast Ethernet 0/0, which is the one connected to router 2, and what we need to do here is IPv6 address. Paste that here, and this one is going to be 9.1/64. Now shut down. Okay, and now let's go ahead to router 2. Open this console. There you go, config T, IPv6 unicast, interface fast Ethernet 0/ sorry for that, 0/0/ what is it for this one? For this one is 0. Let me see if I could, what we could do to figure it out. Router 2, where is router 2 connected to router 1? What we could do is we can do show CDP neighbors. We don't have any neighbors right now. Okay, then let's go ahead to interface fast Ethernet 0/1. I believe that's what it is. Okay, IPv6 address. Paste this one right here. This one is going to be 9.2. Now shut down. And this is why we don't see any neighbors. So if we do it now, do show DP neighbors, still nothing. CDP enable. Let's go ahead and do it over here as well. Router 1, CDP enable. Let's go to router 2 and see if we can do a do show. Still, we don't have any neighbors here. I don't know if it is a bug or any something with router 2, router 1. Okay, let's see if we are able then to ping. Let's see if we are able to ping 9.1, and we're not able to ping that. So that means is that, let's go ahead and delete that, and let's go ahead and plug this in. So this is 0/1 and this is 0/0. That's another way to verify that. And I configure on 0/1. So let's go back. We are still on 0/1. So let's go ahead and say for this one it's going to be 10.2, 10.1 actually. That's going to be the one connected to PC1, right? Fast Ethernet 01. Let's get shutdown and then no shutdown. Okay. And now let's go ahead to Fast Ethernet 0/0. And let's configure the other IP address, which is this one, IPv6 address, I'm sorry. It's overlapping, so we need to go to Fast Ethernet 0/1. And we have to, what we have to do is we have to negate this IP address, because for IPv6 you're allowed to have more than one IPv6 address configured. So then let's go ahead to Fast Ethernet 0/0 and let's add this one. Oops, let's delete the no. There we go. And now we don't see that overlapping anymore. No shutdown. Okay, do ping. Let's ping router 1 at 9.1. Here we go. Now we are able to ping router 1 from router 2. This IP address is already configured, so now let's go ahead and configure this IP address for this computer. But first we need to start that computer and then go to the console, IP, paste the IP address that I want to assign, and then let's paste the default gateway. And now let's see if we can do ping 10.1. Not do ping, this is not a router. Ping. There we go. We are able to ping from PC1 to PC2. So that's working correctly. What we need to do now is go ahead and let's go to router 3 and let's configure EIGRP with IPv6. So let's go ahead and exit. Let's go ahead IPv6 router EIGRP 10 router ID 3.3.3.3. Exit. Let's go ahead to interface Fast Ethernet 0/0 IPv6 EIGRP 10. Let's go ahead to Fast Ethernet 0/1 IPv6 EIGRP 10. Now let's go ahead to router 1 and do the same. Exit IPv6 router EIGRP 10. Router ID is going to be for router 1 1.1.1.1. Exit. Interface Fast Ethernet 0/0 IPv6 EIGRP 10, and then let's do it for 1 IPv6 EIGRP 10. Now let's give it a moment so they can form a neighbor relationship. And they have not formed. We have not formed a neighbor relationship. Do show IPv6 neighbor. And it looks like we have neighbor relationship already. So let's see if we from router 3 are we able to ping router 2. Do ping 10.1. It doesn't look like. So let's go ahead to router 2 and configure EIGRP. Exit IPv6 EIGRP or router EIGRP 10 router ID 2.2.2.2, exit, interface fast identity /0, and then from here let's do a IPv6 EIGRP10, IPv6 EIGRP10, do show IPv6, do show IP router route, and we do not see any IPv6 over here. Let's do n show run. We see that we have EIGRP configure, the IP address EIGRP10, okay, so the problem is that we did not do a no shutdown for the IPv6 EIGRP, so we had to do no shutdown for all of them. I always forget that, and I forgot for all of them. So let's go ahead to exit IPv6 router EIGRP10 no shutdown on router 3. Let's do it on router 2 as well. Config G IPv6 EIGRP actually router, if I know how to spell it, router EIGRP10 no shutdown, and the last one is router 1 IPv6 EIGRP10 no shutdown. Okay, so now shut down. Do show EIGRP neighbors. Do show IP EIGRP neighbors, and show. Let's do show run from here. Okay, we have an IPv6 configure, EIGRP10, EIGRP10, EIGRP10 with a router ID, and it is shut down for some reason still. Config T, IPv6, EIGRP. Router EIGRP10 now shut down. Here we go. Now shut down. Now we can see that we have neighbor relationship. So let's do show EIGRP neighbors. Still not showing anything over here. And show IP EIGRP neighbors. Still nothing. Do show or not do show IP protocols. See what we have running. We don't have any running here still. That is really odd. So EIGRP does not want to start, and it's probably still shut down over here. It is not shut down. Let's go ahead to router 3 and show run. Now shut down. Let's go ahead to router 2. Show IPv6 neighbors EIGRP neighbors. Do show. Here we go. Now we can see the neighbors. Okay, so I think I did IP instead of IPv6, so that was the error. So let's try from router 3. Actually, let's go ahead and start that console again, and let's see if we are able to ping PC 10. So ping, or PC 1, I'm sorry, do ping. There we go. So now we are able to ping from router 3. We are able to ping PC 1. Let's see if we are able to ping from PC 1. See if we are able to ping PC 2. So let's go ahead and open this console, and let's do ping to, I believe it's 7 for PC 2. Yep, so 7.2. Here we go. So we are able to ping PC 2 from PC 1. Okay, so that's working correctly. Now, since EIGRP IPv6 is working, let's go ahead and create let me see if we add a note over here. So 192.168.10.1/24. okay, that's going to be the IPv4 address for this one. Duplicate, and the IPv4 for this one is going to be text edited. Let's edit. It's going to be 20. And then what we could do is let's duplicate from over here. Let's do 10.10.10.1/30. Duplicate. This one is going to be .2. Let's go ahead and duplicate. Go over here. 20.1. Duplicate. This one is going to be 20.2. Okay. So now let's go ahead and configure those IPv4 IP addresses. First, let's go ahead and start with PC 2. So from PC 2, let's go to the console. IP 192.168.10.2/24, and the default gateway is going to be 192.168.10.1. Do the same for PC 1. So from PC 1, IP 192.168.20.2/24, and the default gateway is going to be 192.168.20.1. as you can see over here. Okay, so this is great, but we don't have connectivity yet because we have not configured any IPv4 addresses on the routers, and we have not configured EIGRP for IPv4 yet either. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead to router 3 console, config T, and for this one we are going to do router EIGRP, and we're going to call this 11. Let's add a network 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0, and the other network is going to be 10.10.10.0 255.255.255.252. Let's go ahead and exit. Let's go ahead to interface faster than 0/0, which is 0/0. Let's go ahead and add the labels again. So 0/0 is going to be the 192 network IP address, and IP stands for IPv4, as you guys know or should know. 10.1.0, and let's go ahead to 1 IP address of, let's just go ahead and do it manually. 10.10.10.2. This one is going to be the 252, which is /30, right? And then let's try to do ping 192.168.10.1, and I'm able to ping that IP for PC1, that IPv4 address. Let's see if we're able to ping the IPv6 still, just to make sure. Do ping. There we go. So we're able to ping the IPv6 address for PC, for PC2, and also the IPv6 address for or the IPv4 address for PC2 as well. So that's working great. Now let's go ahead to router 1, config T, router EIGRP11. Remember, the autonomous system is to match network 10.10.10.0.252, and let's add the other one, which is 20.252. Exit. Let's go to interface faster than 0/1 IP address 10.10.10.1.252. Let's go ahead and try to ping router 3 from here. Do ping 10.10.10.2. There you go. So we're able to ping router 3 IPv4 address. Let's see if we're able to ping the IPv6 for router 3. So let's go ahead and copy this. Go ahead to router 1. Do ping the IPv6, and yes, we're able to ping that. So that's great. Let's go back to router 1 and let's configure interface fast Ethernet 0/0 IP address of 10.10.20.1.252. 255.252. Okay, so that's great. And we added the network, the two networks over here. Let's do show IP EIGRP neighbors, and as you can see, we have a neighbor relationship with router 3, so that's good. So now let's go ahead and go to router 2 and configure those IPv6 for router 2. I mean those IPv4. I keep getting confused. Okay, so this IPv4 address. First, let's go ahead and exit router EIGRP11 network 10.10.20.0 255.255.255.252, and the other network is going to 192.168.20.0, which is the IP address going to PC1. And now let's go ahead and configure the two interfaces. And interface fast Ethernet 0/0. The IPv4 address is 10.10.20.2.252. Okay, that's great. So you can see that we have formed a neighbor relationship with router 1. You can verify that by do show IP, and IP is IPv4 EIGRP neighbor. You can see right here. And if you want to see the IPv6 network, you just put IPv6 here, and there we go. The IPv6 network still working. Now let's go ahead and do ping 10.10.20.1. There we go, and that's the IP address for router 1. Now let's go ahead and see if we are able to ping so we are able to ping the IPv4. Now let's see if we're able to ping the IPv6. Do ping. There we go. We are still also able to ping that IPv6 address. Now let's go ahead to interface faster than 0/1 and configure that IPv4 address for PC1. IPv4 address 192.168.20.1. 0. Now let's see if we're able to ping the IPv4 for PC1, which is 192.168.20.2. There we go. We're able to ping that IPv4 address for PC1. Let's see if we're able to ping the IPv6 address. Copy. Go ahead to router 2 to ping that IPv6 for PC1. There we go. So we're able to ping that IPv4 and the IPv6 for PC1. So that's great. So we have our network working, EIGRP network working for EIGRP IPv4 and EIGRP IPv6, and we can verify that by pinging from PC1. From PC1, I want to ping PC2. So let's go ahead to PC2 and try to ping PC1 IPv4, ping 192.168.20.2. There you go. We're able to ping the IPv4 address for PC1. Let's see if we're able to ping the IPv6. There we go. So we're able to ping the IPv4 for PC1 and also the IPv6 for PC1, and that means that we have a EIGRP IPv4 network working and also have the IPv6 network working for EIGRP. So these are for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't followed me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me at CCNA Daily Tips. And like I always say, if you don't have a Twitter account, go ahead and create one. Twitter is a lot of fun, and when you create your Twitter account, go ahead and follow me at CCNA Daily Tips. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and also subscribe to my channel. I have over 100 videos already. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.